Hello, everyone. So today is 18th of November. It's almost 12 minutes past 10 p.m. Eastern Time. We have a big earning coming from Nvidia tomorrow. So I would like to go through that earning. We'll see the earning previews and what my research suggests. And what we're going to discuss, let me expand this a bit. So we're going to discuss the upcoming earning calendars, the key earnings we're going to see this week, S&P, NASDAQ 100, and Dow Jones Daily Technical Outlook, and NVIDIA earnings preview. So let's go to the point. What we have target earning before market tomorrow, Wednesday. And then post-market, we have NVIDIA and Palo Alto, and then we have Walmart. So these are the remaining earnings, key earnings this week. And we had actually yesterday we had Home Depot, which has actually we had a Home Depot and which has dropped after earnings. So let's see what happens. The market is focused on Nvidia. So the theme is AI. Theme is SoftBank has actually sold all of their investment for about 5.8 billion investment in Nvidia. That is the major concern of the market at the moment. The other theme is how most of the large caps have larger capex into data centers for 2026, which is a key focus point as well. And what is the Nvidia guidance of upcoming guidance? So that will be the key focus point. And let's go and let's deep dive into it. So S&P 500, this is the daily chart of S&P 500. And what has happened is the daily rising trend, which actually started in May and June this year, has broken. So the S&P has first time, in the past it did once, did break through it, but came back into it. And then this time it's a clear breakout. Is the uptrend over? We'll see how market gives us the information over a period of time. But what it looks like that whenever the technical setup is broken, so this setup has been broken, so there could be a retest move before it decides whether going higher or going lower. And similar is the case what we are seeing in NASDAQ, right? So we held this channel, broke through it once, came back into it. Same thing, broke through it once, came back into it with the price gap. And same here, we came back with the price gap. But this time when we broke, we haven't gone back. So possibility of a retest move is always on the cards. We'll see how it goes. Dow Jones has broken down with the downside price gap, right? So we'll see how it goes. If the market turns bearish, we haven't tested. One second. So let's go back here. So we have whenever the previous high is being broken, at some point market comes back to retest that previous high. We haven't done that. S&P is far away at the moment. We'll see what market information gives. So everything is at the moment focusing on Nvidia and AI theme. Same thing here, NASDAQ. When we broke this previous all-time high, we haven't retested. Same is the case with Dow Jones. I'm not suggesting that the market is turning lower or market is, I'm not suggesting any direction over here. I will wait until the Nvidia earning is there and how market investors are participating. But I'm giving you a general idea of what market is actually, what market does technically, right? So no suggestion here that the market is bearish or bullish. We'll see how the Nvidia earning comes out, right? This I produce, so most of you, thank you very much for following me on Twitter. Thank you very much for following me on YouTube. Thank you very much for following me on my investing.com articles and forex.com, fxstreet.com articles. I produce this weekly market probability map. So this is market probability map, right? So this is the higher probability, right? I do this generally or on Friday or on Sundays. Generally, I do it on Sunday evening or Friday during the day. I'll try to get this on Friday, right? This is based on historical data, and historical data suggests that 19th of November is a bearish day. Now, 17th and 18th were as per the historical data, 75, 80, even more than 80s in some cases data. So it was market probability was bullish, but it didn't work that way. Tomorrow it looks like bearish. I do produce this one. Again, this is a very high probability without surety, right? So take it as a high probability ideas, right? I am, guys, available on Twitter. Let me give you a little bit about, 1 second. So TWT Learning, I'm the founder of TWT Learning. We offer education and research, market research. So I'm aware. You can find me on just my website, twtlearning.com. Check out the testimonials. So please, those who are following on Twitter, thank you very much for following. Those who are not following, it will be I put actionable ideas on Twitter at least 4 to 5 times a month. And then I put these probability maps and a lot of earning previews and coverage on gold. Right? I'm available on YouTube where you're watching this at the moment. If you want to reach out to me, the best way is WhatsApp. It's my number. I am contributing analyst with investing.com and fxstreet.com, so please do follow me. I offer market education, 4-month mentorship, paid 4-month mentorship program, and this is the detail of the program. So we cover from basic market understanding, psychology, order flow, economic indicator, fundamental price action, stock option, trading and income strategies, futures trading and hedging, stock screening for short to medium term, long term investment, learn to identify high probability trade setup with proper risk management guidelines, stock trading and investment. So I will be starting a program very soon, and I'll get in touch with you. Before that, if you want more information about the program, please feel free to reach out to me on 647-955-6837 through WhatsApp or text messages. Appreciate your help and appreciate your listening to this, my offering, TWT offering. Okay, so let's look at NVIDIA. This is NVIDIA last 12 months financial. So their data center earnings 146 billion, automotive is 2.2 billion, gaming is 13.9 billion, OEM and others have 570 million, and I'm not sure about this, but 2.1 billion, right? Total revenue is 165.2 billion, gross 115. Net so far is 86.6 billion, right? And you can see their cost, right? Let's move to their Q2. In Q2, what have they done? So their total revenue from data center was 41.1 billion. The total revenue from data center was 41.1 billion revenue. Overall revenue was 46.7 billion. Gaming was 4.38 billion, and rest you can see here. And their net profit was about $26.4 billion, right? So what is the market expectation? Let's get into. So let's look at the analyst. What are the analysts projecting, or what their expectation in 1 year's time is? So those who are very bullish, they're seeing it 350. The median is 230, and the low analyst projection is $100, $100, right? So that's what it is. Let's go and let's look at the earnings. So it's Q3 2025 earning. It's post-market at 4:20 p.m. Eastern Time, Wednesday, November 19th. How has NVIDIA performed since Q2 2013? So far, they have earning beats of 51 times, and missing is about 2 times. Whenever the earning has been beaten, 1 week price movement has been 4.02%, 2 weeks 3.31%, and 1 month has been 2.88%. On the case of missing, it was down minus 4.26%, in 2 weeks minus 5.53%, in 1 month it was minus 11.59%. How is the analyst rating at the moment? According to Refinitiv, it's buy. That 59 analysts are in the buy, 5 on hold, 1 on sell. Tip ranks 37 on buy, recommending buy. 1 is on hold, and 1 is on sell. EPS, expected EPS is $1.26. and revenue expectation $54.9 billion. Okay, let's go. Now, this is what I have read through, and this is the very highlight of what the market expectations are. These are the 4 bullet points. So what is the setup? Nvidia at key support into Q3 earnings. So Nvidia is sitting at a key support, and I'll show you in a bit. Right. Sentiment cautious. Shares fell after 3 of the last 5 earnings. So stock price has dropped 3 times out of 5 previous earnings. 5 previous earnings. So post earning, it has dropped 3 times in the 5 previous earnings, right? What is the expectation? So Q3 from FactSet's analyst expectation is earning of $1.425, revenue of almost $54.8 billion, which is 55% higher earning and 56% sales growth year over year. What is market expecting in the guidance for Q4? EPS expectation is $1.44 and revenue expectation of $62 billion, which is about 62% higher EPS expectation and 58% on sales revenue expectation. What is the guidance bar? Traders see greater than or equal to 65 billion Q4 revenue guide needed to push stock higher. Otherwise, risk of sell the news. Right? Long term versus near term. 500 billion Blackwall Rubin commitment, mostly in 2026, bolster multi-year AI cycle, but AI capex funding, sustainability concern, and pressure near-term setups. So these are the 4 highlights which I have gathered from my research. Let's see what is the technical suggesting. Let's get into the chart. As I mentioned in my previous earning podcast, that Nvidia loves to stay in a rectangular formation. It breaks rectangle, gets into another one. We are into the second rectangle, which is a range of 155, 185, and 215. Nvidia has gone to 212, 213 last month. Yeah. And right at the moment, Nvidia is closed at, I think, 181, 182 today. And right at the moment, Nvidia is there. So Nvidia closed at 181.36. Right at the moment, Nvidia is testing this trend line on the weekly chart. Right? Now, let's see if post-earning, Nvidia is able to go above 185, remain above 185. We have a good probability of going back into 210, 212 highs. Nvidia fails to break above 185, remains below 185, rejects 185, remains below 185 post-earning, and a sharp sell-off can bring it back into 150s. We have 164, 165 support, and after that we have 155. So the first scenario is, which in my case is the ideal scenario, so I always put 2 scenarios. Best case scenario is Nvidia breaks 185 and heads towards 210 and 212, which is the ideal scenario. Worst scenario is Nvidia actually fails to break 185 post-earning and breaks 164, 165, and heads towards 255. That's all for now. I'll stay in touch, guys. Follow me on Twitter, follow me on YouTube, like, subscribe, share in your network, visit my website, follow me on my FX Street articles, my investing articles, and if you have interest in learning about trading, as I mentioned, about investing and trading short-term, long-term, medium-term, please reach out to me. I have shared my contacts. Have a lovely evening, and we'll see how Nvidia comes up in a couple of days. Take care, guys. Good night.